Hi, I'm Commissioner Nancy Jester, and welcome to Nancy Jester Reports for Thursday, February 25th. First, I want to call your attention to the red X on my hand and also the sign behind me. Today is an awareness day for the End It Now movement, and that is the movement to draw awareness and educate and to stop human trafficking and child sex trafficking in America. We have some great advocacy groups right here in the metro area with Street Grace and Passion Church, and just know that this area has a high level of human trafficking right here in our metro area, and it's often invisible to us with the internet and with so many people traveling through Atlanta. It's a real problem here. So go online, educate yourself about this issue and this movement to end it. You can use the hashtag End It Movement or hashtag In It to End It. But go online today, and if you are on social media, use the hashtags and help make people aware of this terrible problem, because we have to end it. So now let's talk about your Board of Commissioners meeting today. So normally when I give you the Nancy Jester reports after a board meeting, I'm here at a table full of papers and various items so that I can brief you on, but there's nothing here right now. I don't have anything on my table, because today I think the residents and taxpayers, and particularly our public safety officers, got nothing. And we passed a very bad budget today for fiscal year 2016. I voted against it. I did offer an amendment that would have taken a very robust first step to fixing the compensation, attrition, and manpower levels problems that we have with our police and firefighters and our 911 operators. Unfortunately, my amendment, which was based on valid numbers that I had procured from both the fire and police departments and the work that I did getting information from our budget office to make sure that my proposals didn't increase taxes. It shifted money from wasteful spending and put it in public safety. So that we could again take a very bold step forward in fixing compensation problems that have been building for years in our police and our fire department. But that amendment failed, and there was only a real band-aid approach to addressing some of the compensation issues. I call it, trying to cure Ebola by taking cough syrup. And that's basically what the amendment that did pass today did. It put a minimal amount additionally into the fire and police funds, but it is not going to fix the structural compensation issues. It's not going to address the attrition issues, and is not going to put any more police or firefighters out there on the street. So I was very disappointed in that. Additionally, your budget funded some very bad projects, in my opinion. I want to say I understand that people are going to advocate for facilities to be built in their districts, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But we first need to repair and fix what's broken. You don't put a new wing on your house when you've got broken windows. You've got to fix that first, and that's where we are in DeKalb. If you've watched my videos before, you've seen my documentation of the conditions of Fire Station 7. That's not the only one in those conditions, and I want us to spend our first dollars to fix those situations from a capital perspective. But instead of doing that, we are going to be building a new senior center in Lithonia and a new library near a library that already exists. So, what we need to do first is actually staff libraries appropriately. We've got libraries that close early and don't open on the weekends. Before we go building a new library, we need to fix that issue. And this library was not wanted by the library board. No one was asking for this library. So we put, while noble efforts, I suppose, we put those efforts, those facilities above the needs of our public safety. So we have our firefighters at the busiest station in DeKalb County in some of the worst filth and mold and dilapidated conditions. And these are the people that when you call 911, they're coming to save you. They're coming to help you get to the hospital. They're coming to put a fire out. It is absolutely immoral to let them languish in these conditions, but that's what the 2016 budget did today. And so I'm very disappointed in that. I will say, I think the public safety officers and their advocacy and the citizens who have advocated on their behalf, you did get their attention. You did get their attention, because you would not have had even the little patch done without what you did. So they're paying attention. So now is not the time to relent on your advocacy. Continue to advocate for the needed changes, and I will take every step with you. I will visit every dilapidated fire station and police station that needs repair. I will highlight any of these problems, and I'm going to keep doing it, because we cannot relent on this. We will look at the budget again mid-year. There are always mid-year adjustments, so we're going to try again in mid-year to do what we know is right for public safety and for the capital infrastructure of this county. I will say, after public safety issues, the number one budget priority I have is fixing roads. So for every dollar that we have that we can put into, again, taking down and rebuilding these moldy fire stations and police stations and repaving our roads, those are the only two things we should be doing right now with capital expenditures. When we take care of that, we can talk about additional libraries and we can talk about other things, but right now that's where we are. So here's my blank table. You got nothing? The good news is there's not a tax increase, but I don't think that's great news, because you probably should have had a tax decrease, and you certainly should have had your money going into public safety. So stay with me on this journey. We're going to keep advocating for public safety and keep advocating against wasteful spending. So stay tuned and join me at the next BOC meeting.